Hey, what's going on, guys? It is OGC here. Welcome to today's video. Today is actually going to be the very first video that I do with anything super personal with you guys as far as money. I have always wanted and been obsessed with the idea of trading and investing money and making money by trading. I've done it for a few years off and on. I have done very limited stuff, and I tend to start out super strong with it and then I stop. So I wanted to bring my experience and share it with you guys. Now, there is no advice here. This is all for entertainment and documentation purposes. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing. So I pretty much, I started this at the very end of January, but for the sake of everything, we're just going to call this since February 1st in 2021. So this is looking at a snapshot from February 1st to February 5th. So if you're watching this right after it came out, that means this is last week, in last week alone. So last week alone, we were able to go up a bunch of money. You can see it up here. We're up $680. The net account value, we're at just over $2,200. As far as money that I put in $1,500. Again, not playing Art of Conquest has saved me a ton of money. So I just took some of that. I bought a home gym setup, and then I put a bunch into stocks. So in 1 week, from February 1st to February 5th, I was able to take $1,500, and now that $1,500 is currently worth $2,247. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty wild. Now we can see that the total gang that we're at right now is $680. I did sell off some shares throughout the week and kind of took that money in. So that is different than the total gang. So again, we're up $747 compared to the principal investment that we put in, which is the $1,500. On Friday, February 5th, on Friday alone, we went up 24%, which is unreal. It's crazy. I don't think I'll have any more days that good. It was just a really, really good day. On Friday by itself, out of our initial $1,500 that we put in, we were able to go up $439. Now, if I was playing Art of Conquest, that's half of a hero skin from the wheel in 1 day. That's ridiculously good. So I don't know if I can maintain that. I'll tell you what I did last week, so let me pull up a chart for that real quick. So towards the very end of January is when I put some money into my portfolio, and what I ended up doing was I put $1,000 in and I bought JetBlue, American Airlines, and Delta stocks. I figured I could just put that money there for a while, and maybe by the summer, the stocks will recover their value and kind of go up to what they were before COVID struck. So what ended up happening was somewhere around this time when American Airlines was around like $17 a share, I put money in, and what happened was one day it went up like 60% in a day. So it went up to like $19.66. I was not able to sell it right at that point. I think I got like maybe it was $19 or $18.50 or something like that per share. So I was able to make probably like $50-$60 upon selling my shares of American Airlines. And what I ended up choosing to do was I ended up pulling out of American Airlines and Delta and JetBlue, and I took all of my money and I actually put it into cannabis stocks. I just think that this is the year for cannabis, so for myself, that's what I ended up doing. So there's actually a few companies that I have been following for years and years. Those companies that I know enough about to actually feel fully comfortable investing in them is going to be Bayer, which is pharmaceutical stuff. GE, I've heard about that my entire life due to family. And also one of my favorite companies is Aurora Cannabis. Their ticker is ACB. So on Monday, February 1st, that's when I put in a bunch of money into Aurora. I ended up getting in, it was around $11 or so for whenever I went in, and from there, what ended up happening was it went up and up and up, and I think that was, Wednesday it was up to Wednesday it was up to $13.75, and then it started dropping down. So before Thursday, when it got to $13.07, I think it was probably around $13.40 that I ended up selling off all of my Aurora shares and reinvesting into more marijuana stocks. So this was a relatively short play. Aurora, this is a company that I've been following for a long time. I first started buying their shares when it was like $5 a piece, sometimes even less than that. It's gone up to $20 at times. It tends to sit around like 10 if things are kind of going somewhat good. So this is something that I will be jumping back onto the Aurora train eventually, but for right now I have better options out there. So the better option out there for me right now, and what I did last week, is I ended up going into this company. It's called Medical Marijuana Inc. Now granted, my portfolio is not very big, so I don't have a ton of money, but I bought a lot of shares of this. Granted, it's super cheap. I mean, right now it's 7 cents. 7 cents for one share. I literally have 6,800 shares of this. However, I'll tell you one really cool thing, and some reasons why I ended up taking the Aurora money and moving it over into here is, if we go back 5 days, we can see that this stock was 2 cents, 3 cents per share. So I ended up actually buying 3,500 shares of this. I think it was probably around Tuesday. I got it for 3 cents each. 3,500 shares. I mean, that's like $100, $150 that I went in. And what ended up happening was right around Wednesday of last week, it started taking off and it just exploded. It got all the way up to almost 9 cents per share. And remember, I got 3,500 shares worth of this for 3 cents each. Now, that's not the crazy part. That's not the cool part. The crazy part is, if you think about the percent growth of everything, the percent growth is massive. Buying something for 3 cents and then selling it for 9 cents, like, you just more than doubled your money. So if I put $1 million into this, that would be $3 million. You cannot do that with a savings account. You cannot accomplish that with a CD fund. That would take you so long to achieve with like a mutual fund or anything like that. So that's some ridiculous growth right there. So when I sold the Aurora stuff around Wednesday or so, I purchased more of this stock, and I transferred the Aurora funds because it looked like it was starting a downward trend. So I had no reason to keep my money in Aurora at that time. So I ended up getting more of this medical marijuana stock. I was a little bit late to the party getting it, so I paid a little bit more than I wanted to. And that's how I went from 3,500 shares up to 6,800 shares. I think my average right now is I essentially spend 5 cents per share. Currently, it's at 70 or 7 cents per share, 7.3, whatever. So I'm still up 2 cents per share. Again, 6,800 shares worth. That's pretty impressive. So if we jump back into the portfolio, we can see for the medical marijuana company that I purchased, its last price, which would have been closing on Friday, was 7 cents a share. And it looks like I have 6,800 shares, and the price that I paid after it balanced out between the original 3,500 that I paid 3 cents each for, and then the additional 3,300 that I probably spent maybe 6 or 7 cents on. My payment right now is just over 5 cents, so we're still up quite a bit. In that last day, which was Friday, we went up $100 on this. The value of all of it is almost $500, so that's really, really good. Overall, we're up $122 on it, so that's huge. Again, a 32% increase. That is insane. Now, that stock I went to because with the medical marijuana, not only do they have the marijuana, but they extract it. So there's trends out there that people are smoking less marijuana and taking it in other forms, such as CBD oil, or also in the form of THC extraction. So I wanted to be more diversified because SNDL, which is Sundell Growers, right now they're hurting a little bit, but all they do is grow marijuana. Same thing with TSCRF. They just grow marijuana as well. And I think for right now, they're also up 19%. So I wanted to diversify my cannabis accounts. I didn't want it to all be in growing. I don't want it all to be in extraction. I want to have shares in all forms of that market. And as I put more money into this account, I'm also going to diversify and keep getting more diverse portions in that market. I do have one stock in oil just because it's so low compared to what it was in the past. And then I also have Alpine. So Alpine's a new company. That's where the bulk of my stuff is in, and you can see my total gains so far. I'm at 68%. Super lucky with this one. It's currently $7.30 per share. I ended up getting 178 shares. Some I got around $3, and then some I got around $5. So it averaged out to be $4.25 per share. I do want to get more of that. I just need more money to get more of that. I have a feeling that might keep going up. The reason why I'm kind of cannabis heavy is because there are the Democratic Party in America is talking about making a vow to federally legalize marijuana in the United States of America, and that's awesome for the cannabis industry. So I kind of want to get onto that bandwagon. I've been following this for years, so I feel relatively comfortable with my cannabis picks as far as stocks. There's a few other really good ones out there. But again, as far as like following and reading the reports, Aurora I've been doing for the longest. The medical marijuana one I'm still learning about, so it's not like a smart pick for me. I'm doing okay right now, but it could crash. So who knows with that. Sundale has really good bookkeeping, and their records are actually really good. So that's good. Now, this is my journey so far. So in essentially 1 week or 1 week and some change, we are up quite a bit. Again, I have put $1,500 of my money into this account, and right now we are at $2,247. So for 1 week, we're doing pretty good. I made more off of this than my day job. However, I didn't make anything until I sell everything and take it out. There is the chance that all of this could crash down. So with that, guys, if you want more updates with my portfolio, or if you want more of my thoughts with any of this for entertainment's sake, because I am not a professional nor giving advice, then make sure that you smash that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and make sure that you leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite one is, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care.